You're watching an NBA game. The ball is moving. The players are running. Everything looks normal. Then suddenly, a whistle blows. And everyone just stops. Not one player. Everyone. The weird part? Sometimes the ball is still live when it happens. So why does an entire game freeze in a split second? And how do players know something you don't? At first, it looks random. 1 second, the offense is attacking. The defense is chasing. The crowd is reacting. Then, suddenly, the referee blows the whistle, points somewhere, and the players just walk away from the play like it no longer matters. If you're new to basketball, this is one of the most confusing things to watch. Because in most sports, you can usually see why play stops. The ball goes out, someone scores, a player falls, the clock runs out. But in basketball, play can stop even when the ball is still on the court. The players are still moving, and nothing obvious happened. That is the confusing part. It feels like the game has secret stop buttons. And in a way, it kind of does. But before we explain that, here's the first mystery. Why do the players stop so fast? They don't wait to see what happens next. They don't chase the ball. They don't keep defending. They just stop. That tells you something important. NBA players are not only watching the ball, they are listening. The whistle is one of the most powerful sounds in basketball. The moment the referee blows it, the live play is basically over. That is the confusing part. It feels like the game has secret stop buttons, and in a way, it kind of does. That moment is called a dead ball. Simple meaning, the ball was alive. Now it is dead. That does not mean the ball disappeared. It does not mean the game is over. It means the current action no longer counts unless the referee says it does. So when players stop, they are not being lazy. They are reacting to the whistle. But that creates the second mystery. Why did the referee blow the whistle in the first place? This is where beginners get lost. Because there is not just one reason. There are several common reasons the NBA suddenly stops. The first reason is a foul. A foul means one player made illegal contact with another player. Maybe the defender hit the shooter's arm. Maybe someone pushed while fighting for position. Maybe the offensive player ran into the defender unfairly. To a beginner, it can look tiny. Sometimes you barely see it. But to the referee, that small contact can change the play. So the whistle blows, everyone stops, and the game has to reset. The second reason is a violation. A violation is not exactly the same as a foul. A foul usually involves illegal contact. A violation usually means a player broke a game rule. For example, a player may travel. That means they moved their feet illegally while holding the ball. Or they may step out of bounds. Or the team may take too long to shoot. That is called a shot clock violation. Again, to a beginner, the play may look normal. The player is holding the ball. The defense is moving. Nothing dramatic happened. But the referee saw a rule get broken. Whistle, stop, dead ball. Now here is the third mystery. Why do players sometimes keep moving after the whistle? This is where it gets even more confusing. Sometimes the whistle blows, but one player still shoots. Or a player still passes. Or the ball still goes into the basket. So beginners wonder, wait, does that count or not? In basketball, timing is everything. If the whistle happens before the shot usually does not count. If the player was already shooting when the foul happened, the shot might still count. That is why you sometimes see a player get hit, throw the ball up, and then everyone waits to see what the referee decides. This is also why players keep shooting after contact. They are hoping the referee says, the foul happened during the shooting motion. That can lead to free throws. Or sometimes, if the ball goes in, the basket counts and the player gets one extra free throw. That is why you might hear people say, and one. It means the basket counted, and the player gets one more shot from the free throw line. But do not worry about memorizing every detail right now. Here is the beginner mental model. When the whistle blows, ask one question. What stopped the play? Not, why did everyone stop? Because they stopped because of the whistle. The real question is, what caused the whistle? That is the key. Was it contact? Probably a foul. Was it foot movement? Maybe travelling. Did the ball go out? Out of bounds? Did the team run out of time? Shot clock violation? Did someone ask to stop the game? Time out. Once you start asking what caused the whistle, NBA games become much easier to follow. Let's picture a simple example. A player drives toward the basket. A defender slides in front of him. They collide. The ball flies loose. For a new viewer, it looks like a chaotic play. Maybe the defender got hit. Maybe the attacker got blocked. Maybe the ball is still free. But then the whistle blows. Everyone stops. Why? Because the referee has already decided that something illegal happened during the contact. The play is no longer about who grabs the loose ball. The play is now about the referee's call. That is why nobody keeps chasing the ball. The whistle changed the meaning of the moment. Here is another example. A player catches the ball near the sideline. He moves quickly, tries to pass, and the referee blows the whistle. Nothing looked wrong, but maybe his foot touched the line. That means he stepped out of bounds. The play stops immediately. It does not matter if he made a great pass after that. The moment he stepped out, the ball became dead. Now the other team gets possession. Here is one more. The offense passes the ball around. Nobody shoots. The defense keeps pressuring them. Suddenly, a horn sounds and the referee blows the whistle. Everyone stops. That is usually the shot clock. In the NBA, a team has limited time to take a shot. If they wait too long, they lose the ball. To beginners, it may look like the referee stopped the game for no reason, but experienced fans are watching the clock too. That is the big difference. Beginners watch the ball. Experienced fans watch the ball, the players, the referee, and the clock. That is why players seem to know what happened instantly. They are trained to read all those signals at once. The whistle, the referee's hand signal, the shot clock, the sideline, the contact, the direction the referee points. They are not guessing. They are reading the game. And once you know what to look for, you can start reading it too. So the next time everyone suddenly stops playing, don't think, why did they all quit? Think, the whistle killed the play. Now I need to find the reason. Look at the referee. Look where they point. Look at the clock. Look at the players' reactions. If a defender raises his hands, it might be a foul call. If a player looks down at the sideline, it might be out of bounds. If everyone looks at the scoreboard, it might be the shot clock. That is how the confusion starts turning into understanding. Quick recap. Players stop because the whistle ends the live play. The ball becomes dead. The referee blew the whistle because something happened. A foul, a violation, out of bounds, a timeout, or the clock. The important part is this. Do not only watch the ball, watch what stopped the play. Because once you understand the whistle, one of the most confusing parts of NBA games suddenly starts to make sense. And the next time the whole court freezes in 1 second, you'll know. They are not stopping randomly. They heard the game change before you saw it.